Who would win a week presented by 13 Monkeys All-American Whiskey, Juni from Spy Kids versus Robin the Boy Wonder. Mano y mano, going at it. Anything that has to do with Spy Kids, sign me up. I think Spy Kids I loved it. I think it's funny to talk about it now. If you know what a fucking foogly is
that a thumb
you're
guy?
in with me. No, that's a fucking thumb, dummy. Of course. A thumb is the thumb guy. A foogly is like the things, like the monster-looking things that Fluke creates with the...
So, I haven't put much thought into this yet. Like, I'm going to have to dig deep in my brain.
Yeah.
But sitting here as you announced it, my initial thought was Robin would be anybody in a fight that wears Band-Aids on their fingers. That's the first thing that came into my mind.
The point about the Band-Aids, though, that like those are out of necessity, and Juni, I think the whole point of his character is that he kind of overcomes that part of himself, right?
Yeah.
Like that fuels him. That doesn't necessarily define him.
The OG badass.
Oh, Carmen, phenomenal.
Like in the movies, I don't mean like in the world, but like in the movies, she's the one to watch out for.
Right. She's the one that's got everything to do. Robin against Carmen would be a really good fight.
She's the what's it called? That Spy Kids 3.
Wait,
is that the one where they're in
the video game?
Yeah.
Yeah. That movie fucking sucks.
No.
That movie fucking sucks. That's the worst one, dude. Are you joking?
No, I'm dead serious.
They literally go in order of goodness. It's Spy Kids,
seen it.
Island of Dreams, which is actually pretty good. I can understand if somebody likes Island of Dreams better than the OG Spy Kids. That's okay with me. But Spy Kids 3D Game Over? I don't know if Game Over is in there, but I know it's called Spy Kids 3D. That movie blows, man.
No, that movie.
That's
the best Spy Kids.
Man?
I don't remember anything from the other two.
Exactly.
But I know I liked that one. I thought it was so cool. It's like
because
Tron.
You could put on your 3D glasses.
It's like, no, I don't even want to watch it in 3D.
So we can get back on it. Juni, the Band-Aids, again, fuel his character. They don't define him. And I think Carmen does kind of take the lead in those movies, but she's older, man. She's kind of already... Juni really has the character progression in that first movie.
Okay, so... When you put it like that...
And he's a natural.
When you put it like that, it's a pretty good way of looking at things because they're both sidekicks almost, in a sense. He's not really a sidekick, but then again, Robin isn't necessarily like a sit-back kind of sidekick. Right? Like, so... But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Robin fights...
grown men.
That, like, kill people.
Yes.
And, like, want to watch the world burn.
We don't know what those thumbs would have done had they gotten their thumbs on Juni. We don't really know that. If they were allowed to let loose, we don't know what the thumbs would have done. And they will pay for their crimes.
They would have caused some damage.
Oh, for sure.
Because they're like meatheads. You know what I mean? That's what a thumb is.
Well, those the thumbs that are their
henchmen.
arms are.
Yeah, they're henchmen.
Both go up against henchmen, right? It's kind of a henchman style of fighting.
Yeah. Robin fights henchmen with eyes and a brain, though, and
Juni fights thumb robots.
Thumbs, yeah.
I think that Robin probably has a slight edge, maybe more than slight edge, like martial arts wise, skill wise, because let's just say this is the first Robin. I know that doesn't really matter to you, but I want to specify first Robin, Dick Grayson, who grew up as an acrobat.
Okay.
Juni does, with minimal training, show
he's good
a good amount of prowess. Monkey bars.
Well, he's bad at monkey bars, though.
Because of the Band-Aids. That's not why he has the Band-Aids. He's got warts on his fingers.
Oh.
But monkey bars. So Juni was training in a different way because he didn't realize it was training.
What did the Spy Kids' parents though were also spies? No,
that's the whole point of the movie.
Yeah. So because they saved their parents in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that little underwater fucking boat thing.
Yeah,
super
man.
Cool. Yeah, and their
now
uncle
flushing
is
your poop. Okay, quick side note about this. This is staying in the highlight because this is awesome. Their uncle is Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Cheech is also their uncle at the beginning, but it turns out I'm not really your uncle. If you know the movie Spy Kids, I hope you laughed at that.
No, I know. I even knew that, and I barely remember the movie.
But I know your uncle.
Yeah.
Danny Trejo plays their other uncle, their real uncle.
Yeah.
That uncle's name is Machete. Spy Kids 1 is the first appearance of the character Machete in cinema. It's kind of like The Secret Origin. You can look that up. It's 100% true. All the Machete movies were after that. That's the first appearance of Machete was Spy Kids, which puts that movie up another notch.
I would assume that the people who made the Machete movies...
Mm-hmm. With Robert Rodriguez, who directed Spy Kids.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That might change my opinion. But I was... Okay, but I'll still stick with this, and you're going to disagree, but I'll say it anyway. I would assume that those movies have two very large demographics, and he came up with the name Machete for Spy Kids.
Yeah.
And was like, wait, that fits you really well if you were to play like a more violent adult role.
That's exactly what happened.
So they have nothing to do with each other.
Well, but that's all. That conversation, though, of them saying we should make this into another character doesn't exist in that world. Matthew, this is fun for me. Okay, don't ruin it. It's cool. Everybody likes it. Everybody's having a good time except you right now.
On today's episode of Logical Thinking, Andrew is absent again.
But that conversation of them is outside of the cinematic world.
But the movies are unrelated.
We don't know that for sure. We can't say that with absolute certainty. We can't.
I can.
With 100% certainty? No, you can't.
Yeah, I just did.
So I keep having to remind myself that Robin does not have weapons. Let's think about this. If they are pretty evenly matched physically, one, I think that Juni's going to have to go on the defensive for sure.
Yeah.
But Juni is a pretty smart kid, and he's very resourceful.
I wish this was Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Robin.
That guy didn't do shit. He was never really Robin. Fuck that.
But
fuck
he
that.
would beat the fuck out of Juni.
Yeah, because he's a grown-ass man, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a pretty, strong guy at that time. He was built.
Cop. He's a good cop.
He's a good cop. He's a damn good cop. And you know what else? I'm not your uncle. But this Robin...
It doesn't make it any better.
This Robin... is, he's a detective, right? He's smart, but I don't know if he. This is a hot take. I'm not sure that Robin is as quick on his feet in a fight as Juni. Meaning, because let me explain. Robin can come up with a solution if, let's say Batman is trapped on...
He's a bit of a MacGyver.
Let's say these are situations where, Batman is, tied to a log and it's heading towards a giant saw, right? In that moment, when Robin has, even if it's 30 seconds, he can come up with some way to save him. Juni, he's thinking, 2 seconds tops to, fight the food. He's coming up with plans really quick.
But I think that Robin would be a better fighter. You saying light on the feet was a bad way to describe
quick on his feet mentally. That's what I mean. Yeah.
But I don't think... But when you say that about a fight, it means that somebody would make slow decisions. So I don't think...
Let's move past that.
No, because I think it's a big...
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think that would mean they make slow decisions while fighting.
Relative to Juni...
No.
That's what I think. I think it's close,
Juni
but it's a factor.
Has a lot of heart, but we've seen several times in those movies that his heart still doesn't get the job done. Doesn't he have a bad heart? He has a health condition, I'm pretty sure, aside from the warts.
I don't think so. He might have asthma.
Maybe it's not heart.
But I don't think he has any.
Doesn't he get panic attacks?
No, that's crazy.
I thought that happened.
No.
But he's a little scared. He's always scared of things, and Carmen's always like, fucking do it,
only in
bitch.
Only in the first one. And
no, in the third one, too.
No. In the third one, not in the slightest.
She's the guy.
Right.
And
he goes into the video game to save her.
I know, but little does he know that she's the guy.
Yeah, but
that's also a great part of the third movie, that they're just always saying that.
Absolutely.
He's the guy, and he's not that. He's the fake guy.
Yeah, I'm the guy. That movie fucking sucks, dude.
No.
That movie is so
Yeah, I'm the guy. No, fuck
that movie
you.
blows.
And then he turns out not to be the guy. He dips, and he
gets
he's
killed.
A hacker.
Yeah.
What are the hackers called? Or no, not the hackers. What are the things that are programmed? Like the people that are programmers. That's literally what they're called. And they try to kill people.
Okay. I kind of remember.
Yeah. Like you don't want to get caught. They're like snatchers. Like you don't want to get caught by the programmers.
Yeah.
They'll take all your coins
Was
and
that
send you back to level 1.
Was that a Harry Potter reference?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, stuck that.
I'm very impressed.
Take all your coins and send you back to level 1. Snatchers, man.
Ultimately, I think this would be a really fun fight. I think that Robin would see a lot of potential in Juni, but I do think he'd ultimately beat the shit out of her.
He would be like, I can change you, and they'd be like, one of you has to die, and Robin would be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Juni...
Robin might...
But I want to say, I don't think that Juni would back down so easily.
No, I think that if necessary, Juni would kind of try. See, I think he would kind of back down. I do.
I don't think so.
But I don't think he would win regardless of what he brought into that fight. He's like 12 years old.
Yeah, so is
That's
Robin.
also a factor. Robin's not that young. Robin's like a...
No, dude, Robin's a little kid. Batman was very irresponsible.
No, he's a little bit older.
No, he's like a young kid. Like, look, comic books. Look up how old he was in the comics. I feel like he was 10. And Juni was probably Juni was maybe 11 when that, because he was at this. Yeah, Juni was probably 11 in the first Spy Kids. So you got 10-year-old Dick Grayson, still a killing machine. Yo, what's up?
What's post Final Crisis?
Well,
how old is Dick Grayson in the comic books?
How old is Dick Grayson when he first appears in the comic books?
The answer actually varies depending on which comic you're talking about.
Right.
When he first becomes Robin in issue 38 of Detective Comics back in 1940, Dick is, final guess?
10 years old.
Younger.
He's 8?
Yeah.
What? He's in 3rd grade?
He's an 8-year-old.
Dude, that kid can't even fucking multiply. He doesn't know his times tables.
What's his name? Jumi? Was that close?
Juni
wins this fight. I didn't know Robin was an 8-year-old. Robin's a pussy.
8.
Juni.
Oh my god.
Juni wins this fight. Robin has no chance. He is a 3rd grader.
If Robin
Stephen Hawking could have beat up a 3rd grader,
and he did many times at those strip clubs. But if Robin is 8 years old, then Juni's got a good chance.
No, Juni wins this fight, guaranteed. Do you know how little 8-year-olds are?
They're really small.
They're small humans. No.
I was going to say, should we double check Juni's age? But I'm pretty sure we're spot on with like 11 because
12,
he and Carmen were going to the same school. So I assume that he's like 11 and
he's in like
6th grade and she's in like 8th grade.
Yeah,
that's what I think. So
how old was
in that
Juni?
case? Yeah, Juni does. Juni. I mean, Juni could beat up an 8-year-old, but that 8-year-old still was beating up grown men. What did you see? What do we got?
Juni was only 9.
What? Oh my god!
Look at that little kid.
That looks so much. Shout out to Zach Roberts.
That's funny.
Looks exactly like him. Oh, dude. So that's still closer. I'm gonna stick with Robin for this fight. I think Dick Grayson, with that little bit of Batman training, I think he's got him.
I'm gonna also switch back to Robin
because when it's that close,
the ages are closer than I thought.
Puberty was really the deciding factor of this fight.